My name is Asst. Assistant Professor of Commerce of Standard Fireworks Rajaratnam College for Women, Sivagasi. In today's video lesson, we are going to see about the pricing. So, pricing, the factors influencing the price of a product. First of all, we see about what is meant by a price. Price is nothing but the monetary consideration asked for or exchanged for a product or a service by the seller. For consumer, it is the price paid for the package of expectations and the satisfaction received by the consumers. Now let us see about what is pricing. Pricing is nothing but where we are going to determine the product value in monetary terms before offering for sale. So, in the words of Professor K.C. Kite, the pricing is a managerial task involved including the pricing objectives, identifying the factors influencing the price, the relevance, determination of the value of the price in monetary terms, where we are going to take into consideration the pricing policies and strategies followed by the organization. Now, let us see about the pricing factors influencing the pricing decisions. So, what is pricing? It is a good question how to fix the price of a product by a seller. So, he cannot just like that fix a price of a product. He has to take into consideration the various factors influence the price of a product before he is going to offer for sale. So, now let us see what are the factors that influences the pricing decisions. In the terms of the organization, the factors influencing are internal as well as the external factors. So, first we will discuss about the internal factors. Internal factors is nothing but where the factors which are influence the prices under the state control of the firm, which are controllable by the firm. First we will see about the cost. Cost, while fixing the price of a product, the cost of production is taken into consideration. In the terms of cost of production, the cost of production is nothing but the cost involved in manufacturing a product. It may be direct cost, indirect cost as well as the variable and the fixed cost. So, when the price is going to be fixed, all the cost, whether let it be variable, direct or indirect and the fixed cost, all the things should be recovered before fixing the price of a product. And the next factor is the company objectives. So, before fixing the price, the company has to consider the objectives of the firm. So, on what basis they are going to fix the price. If it is an established firm, it may fix a whatever price it may want, not at whatever the price, it may mark a higher price as their brand is well established in the market. So, they will be having a good market share and their reputation will be very good and they will be having a enormous goodwill. So, they can fix the price based on the reputation. And some organizations, they will be fixing the price based on their objectives. Some in initial stage, they will not consider about the profit maximization, but they need to capture the market. So, first they will be fixing a less price for the product and after capturing the market, they may increase the price. And next you have the organizational factors. The organizational factors determines the image of the firm. So, based on the image of the firm, they will be fixing the price. And next internal factor you have is the product life cycle. So, in which stage of the product life cycle the product is. If the product is in the initial or introduction stage, the company will be fixing a less price. So, it will be charging lower price in the initial stage and after some period, after the product has reached the growth stage, the firm may slightly or highly they will be increasing the price. And next you have is the marketing mix. In marketing mix, the price is the most important element. So, price has to be coordinated with the other elements, the product, promotion and the physical distribution. A slight shift in any one of this element will have an immediate effect on the other one. So, when you are going to fix the price, the company or the seller is they are going to fix the price, they will be taking into consideration the promotion, how much amount they are spending for promoting a product, the cost of production and the physical distribution, how much they are spending for the distribution of the product. And next we have is the product differentiation. The product differentiation is given by the seller or the manufacturer to give an distinctiveness to the product offered. So, say for example, you may come across the chocolates where it is offered for suppose for a party or for any important or special occasion. Based on the brand name, he may give the same chocolate under the differentiation in size or package or color of a product. So, based on that he may fix a higher price. This is product differentiation, where this is an important factor before fixing the price, taking into consideration the competitors prevailing. And the next major external factors affecting the price is competition. So, competition, the external factors are uncontrollable by the firm. So, which are not controlled by the firm, but it is affected by the factors affect the firm's pricing decision. So, first here you have is competition. The competition prevailing in the market will not allow any seller to fix the price as he want. So, based on the competitors prevailing in the market and what price they are fixing, he has to monitor in the market and he has to fix the price seeing the competitor. Unless he is in monopoly, he has to watch the competitors what they are fixing. And next you have is the government regulations. So, if you take for certain products, the government will levy certain regulations on pricing decision of a firm. So, the maximum price has to be fixed by the seller is framed by the government. So, where the seller is not independent to fix the price beyond the price framed by the government. And next factor is the suppliers. So, here the suppliers play a major role in supplying the raw materials, which is going to be the basic input for manufacturing a product. So, based on the raw material only, the cost of production is determined. So, where the suppliers they are going to increase the price, it will have a direct impact on the pricing decision. Suppose if the suppliers are going to increase the price of a product because of the high demand, it will have a direct impact in the pricing decision. And next we have is the consumer behavior. The consumer behavior, we cannot judge the behavior of a concern, because the buying pattern of a consumer has an impact in the pricing decision. The consumer behavior tends to change with the market position. So, the goods or the products available in the market, the consumers will be comparing the prices with the competitors or the similar products available in the market. So, based on the consumer, they will be expecting a lower price to purchase more goods. So, based on the consumer behavior only, the seller has to fix the price. And next you have is the elasticity of demand. So, if the price elasticity of a demand involves a relative change in demand due to the change in price, the product pricing will also affect. So, there is an inelastic demand for a price, there will be no impact in the fixing a price. If the elasticity of the demand is highly elastic, where you are going to fix the price of a product, has to be taken into consideration, and it will be very sensitive to fix the price. And these are the important factors has to be taken into consideration by the manufacturers before fixing the prices. So, the price of the product tend to change with the government regulation, the goods supplied by the suppliers, where there is any change in the demand, these consumer buying pattern, the change in the buyers buying attitude, all these things will have a great impact in pricing the product. Thank you.